You know how that should be.
You know.
Yeah,
What?
He a real white man.
You're a real white man. We live. We're recording.
Come on, we need
let's go.
man.
Jin Lee calling me white. You got a confetti lighter. You got a strawberry shortcake lighter. What's going on?
I stole that.
Bro, you got to claim your lighter. You're supposed to have a nice blue lighter.
Why is that, Adam?
That's just, them's the rules.
Standard?
Yeah, you got to walk in there. Give me a blue lighter. They're like, we don't have blue lighters. Okay, well, I'm going to the next store.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
That's my advice for you, how to hold it down. Anyway, Jin Lee in the building. No Drummer, coolest podcast in the world. I'm with my man Remo, and we talking to Jin Lee, who's had, let's be realistic, a pretty eventful life since you last came on the podcast.
Hey, I've been having lots of fun.
Yeah,
Lots of fun.
things have been a little Mickey and tricky,
No, for sure.
I guess you could say. Okay, I don't even know where we should begin, but I feel like the most notable thing is just the fact that you and Rainwater ended up having this explosive argument on the Wax show the other day.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Rainwater, that's my son. I done said it before. I mean, that's my son.
But he had some explosive allegations. He was trying to accuse you of basically being a Nepo baby.
A who?
A Nepo baby. Trying to basically say that your dad owns the super successful club and that's like what that we can't consider you from the ground up. We got to think of Jin Lee as being basically the prodigal son of a very successful club owner, and he kept accusing you of being a hookah boy.
Oh, well, I mean, if you know your background on me, you know what I'm saying, all that shit ain't true and it's true. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the guy that did nothing in my mama is the son of part owner of a club in Dallas. You get what I'm saying? And he had ran it for a couple of years, let me work there for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't meet him till I was like 10 years old. You know, just like that. You know what I'm saying? And I already had a dad that I called dad. He was raising me since I was like 6 months. You know what I'm saying? So that's my dad. My dad is the one that raised me since I was 6 months. This dude I met when I was 10 years old and went over there every weekend or every other weekend for a couple of months and then just lost all communication until I was like 18. You know, like that ain't my dad. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But, you know, not even on paper, but on paper, on wax, you know, that is where my bloodline comes from.
So that's basically Rainwater trying to craft a fake narrative that you're a rich kid and then you never had to work for where you're at.
You get what I'm saying? And he ain't never give me nothing. You know what I'm saying? He got me a job, which is cool, but I get paid same salary everybody else, no bonus, no. You know, and really I got fired there all the time for stealing. You know what I'm saying?
What were you stealing?
Money.
What?
From the club?
Yeah.
And they kept catching you over and over and then
not catching me over and over, just like suspicion. And then it'd be like, I do shit like be late or like get caught smoking or like some bullshit, like, you know, just somebody be hating or something and then I get fired.
Oh shit, okay.
I get rehired by somebody else and then fired by somebody else.
Okay. But so, all right, should we just get right into the situation that happened at South by Southwest?
Yeah, let me actually
Remo
tell
almost
the story.
caught astray.
Because I was actually there with Jin Lee. We was, you know what I'm saying, rotating around the whole South by Southwest. All the fans flocking to you, getting love, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And then I think we ended up going to a bar. So we was filming content, we was filming a vlog, and I don't know, just in the middle of the vlog, I don't even know how you got word, but like, he was not even on no clout chasing shit because like we was filming the vlog the whole time we was out there. Right. I guess you got word that Rainwater was downstairs and you just instantly booked it. But it wasn't even a thing where you was like, hey, Rainwater downstairs, I'm finna, bring the cameras and shit.
We gonna get this content. No, it was just straight business.
You left the cameras and shit and just went straight down there. Didn't even tell us what was going on. I heard through other people and I went down there after. So how did you even know Rainwater was down there? And, you know, just break down what
I ain't gonna say just too much. Like you said, got word. Okay, got word. He was down there. Cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I just want an apology. Just like Cuz right here wanted an apology from bro in there. He ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted my apology. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which I got it. You know, I got it over the phone. You know, we have a mutual. Shout out Slick Nick, man. You know, I'm gonna shout him out. You know, I like to shout my people. I shout out Slick Nick. He's the link between me and Rainwater. You know what I'm saying? I could call him right now, get Rainwater on the phone, and I could talk shit to him for 30 minutes straight. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got the little word, whatever. I just want an apology for the little hoe ass shit that he said on the page. And that's why Because I was really going to come in here, Adam. I'm going to tweak out on you, bro.
Why?
Like, for the simple fact that you had my boy Conrad in here, right? And you asked him about me, bro. And as soon as he validates me, you want to say wood power, or you say white power, wood power.
I didn't say white power. I said wood pile.
Wood power, whatever that shit is.
That's a joke. I know you're in opposition to the wood pile.
But it's like, you asking real stop down hustlers, real gangsters, real killers about me. Like, you asking real people about me, bro. And it's like, I don't have myself here to defend. And the way you bring it up is, like, how you feel about this white guy using the N-word and he's just all over, he's just whooping black people's ass. Like, nah, like, that's what the f-? Like, what kind of whole ass shit is that? And I get it's fun, like, it's content, it's all content, all that shit. But it's just like my boy was saying, like, it gets to a point to where it's not content. Like, okay, now it's like, because if I don't come in here and say nothing, it's like, okay, like, Jin cool with that? Or like, Jin, like, oh, he didn't hear it? Because I heard it, a lot of people didn't hear it. Like, you snuck it in there pretty good, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, I had to come in here like, come on, bro, like, don't use my name and then say some shit like that. Say that shit just on the fly. Whenever you just chilling,
I don't think anybody's going to be mistaken into thinking that you're in like a white gang. I think you've made your affiliations pretty clear.
It's just more of a less like, we all know, like, with the cameras turned off, this a real sit down conversation. Like, this a real, like, conversation that people have, like, man, what's up with this white guy, man? Like, you dropping this shit, he doing this, like, this is real conversations being had behind closed doors. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, to make fun of that and me just like play with it too, like, it's gonna make it seem like it's just a joke.
But you
like,
gotta realize that you're like the
the
first person that I've personally ever seen in hip hop history who says the N-word and actually stands on it, and your response when people get mad about it is basically like, we can fight. This is very unique, and it offers like a situation that we can have conversations about that is way different than like almost every other white person I could think of in rap history. I don't know, there might be some example, but like, I've never seen anybody have that attitude before, and we've seen it turn into like multiple situations for you since then.
No, for sure.
I definitely wasn't trying to like paint it as if we were, you know, trying to make you out to be something that you weren't. If anything, I felt like Conrad was like somebody who was having a real valid perspective on it because he's from whatever.
And that's my boy. I love him to death. Like, you know, that's my guy. And it's like, you know, like, but what if you would have asked King Pill that same question and then threw the wood power in there or something like that? Like now I feel like I got beef with this man just because you saying some shit, or even just what you asking him and his response. Like, you asked him like 5 times, like, what about Jenny? What about Jenny? Like, you like kind of forced him to say like, oh, I'll whoop him too. But he was talking about somebody else.
Nah, but he was talking about that he thinks it's legit that you say it. It doesn't bother him.
No, that's cool. But I'm saying like you was kind of like pressing that issue. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you just saw the clip, but did you know that you can watch this entire interview right now before it's released to the public, uncensored, by becoming a member for just $5 a month, and there's a lot of other crazy benefits as well. So make sure you hit the link down in the description and sign up. Appreciate y'all.